Hello, good morning everyone. It is the last few weeks of term now. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and give you some advice and show you what I do to try and keep on top of all of my work. So I've got my coffee and we are heading off to the library now. It is 9:15 and I'm booked in for 9 a.m. So here we go. Hey, so I'm back from the library. It is 11:30. I'm going back to the library this evening, but that's kind of part of one of my first pieces of advice, which is to try and avoid burnout. Try and keep your days as mixed up and interesting as possible. As the weather improves, it's actually really good to get to the library if you're able to. It gets you, out in the sun, out for some exercise without actually taking up too much of your time. So yeah. So just while I have you guys here, I'm going to talk to you about another thing that I think really helps. This is a really obvious one, but guys, you need to write down a timeline for the rest of your term. I like to do a macro plan and a micro plan. I have written down all of my essays and all of my exam dates so that I have these in the back of my head, and these give me a sense of how long is left, how much work I have to do, and it also really helps me get excited for summer. This is like, we're on our way to having a real guilt-free summer, fingers crossed, with lockdown restrictions hopefully lifting in some way that gets us outside with our friends. By really keeping everything clear in your head for what's due and what you have to get done. Sometimes that macro plan can be really scary and overwhelming. So yeah, a micro plan, it keeps track of your day. It lets you tick stuff off, which is such a productive way of getting through your work. It keeps you really motivated. Yeah. So just in terms of avoiding burnout, I'm on a study break now, so I'm gonna go watch an episode of some really rubbish TV with my sister, and this is a well-earned, well-deserved mind break. Hey, so it's been a little while since I last spoke to you. I've just been working on my essays, and I'm actually about to send off some emails to my TAs just for a little bit of help. And this brings me on to another point that I have that really helps with that end of term push. Reach out to any resources that you have access to. So if you can contact your lecturers, if you can contact your teaching assistants, or if you have access to online resources, this kind of time pressure, it's so the perfect time to be using resources like MindTap. This time last year, MindTap really helped me with economics whenever I thought that there was no way that I would be able to pull back and get through all the work that I needed to. This is the time whenever reaching out to lecturers and also using your online resources can really help guide you towards your top grade. Hey, so this is another part of my methods of avoiding burnout. I am about to go out for a run. It's a really lovely sunny day, but really anything that gets you active, anything that gets you distracted from your work, even if it's just incorporating 10 minutes of stretching into your day after sitting down, or a little bit of yoga, just getting active kind of for as short a period or as long a period as suits you. I'm just going to go out for 20 minutes here and just sneak it into my day. It'll make me feel better, and it'll also get me away from my desk. So see you in a bit. Hey, so I am back from my evening stint in the library. It's been a long day, it's been an exhausting day, but that's just the nature of the beast. Whenever there's all of this stress and exam, essay pressure coming on, sometimes you have to give up a Saturday and study all day. But hopefully I've shown you that there is a way to get some mixture in through your day, doing a little bit of work at home, a little bit of work in the library if that's possible. Even moving between rooms in the house sometimes can help with stuff like that. And this brings me on to my last point, which is that if it's at all possible during this really stressful exam period to see any of your peers or your friends, take that opportunity. Chatting with your friends, making sure that everybody's on the same page, getting some reassurance that it's not just you who's stressed out, and it makes all the difference. Hopefully we are on our way to a real guilt-free summer. We're putting the work in now so that whenever lockdown rules are relaxing and we have more free time, we can really enjoy it and we won't worry that we could have done more. Bye!